I'm Maria Perbellini, and I have the pleasure to introduce the new entry in the Verona program.
Hi, I'm Professor Glassel. Are you all excited about construction today? All right.
Pure energy, that's what we really need in Verona. We don't have videos, we don't have music, we don't have fireworks. It's going to be...
We're the fireworks.
We are going to be in 3 faculty, but Professor Dustin White will join us probably for a very short time, because as you know, we are dealing with the shop expansion and it's going to be busy during the summer, but he probably will join us probably at the end of the program for a few weeks. So most of the time, Mary Michael and myself will be running the program in Verona. Verona is a city, and I apologize for the map that remind me when I was in elementary school, but it's a sort of map that gives you where Italy is, if you don't know by now, in Europe. And next to Germany, Austria, France, Spain, but also the east part of Europe, which is most of you, a lot of our students like to explore Berlin, Germany, and the east part of Italy. Romania, Hungary, they are very, very close. We are going to be on the north side of Verona, on the east part. The location is very geographically very convenient because we can be in Germany in 3 hours. And in Switzerland, in Austria, we are very, very close to the border. And we are 1 hour from Venice and 1 hour from Milan, exactly in the middle between the 2 cities. Verona is a very beautiful, safe, I just love that city because there is everything what you need in terms of history, in terms of architecture, in terms of culture, and especially for the safety of the city, you are going to be there walking all day without any problem, especially in the evening when actually, you know, most of the big metropolitan cities has problems. We don't have a subway, but we have very good transportation systems. Our students really feel at home when they are there and very, very happy. We have architecture that goes from the Roman time to medieval, to Gothic, to neoclassical, to modern contemporary. And for example, Carlo Scarpa was one of the architects that worked a lot in Verona and is still present. And we will visit some of his works. This is, for example, a view that you can have. It's an historical building, a city, where the buildings are related most of the time to the origin of the settlement of the city, which is from the Roman time. It's also the city of love, Romeo and Juliet, and Shakespeare. And there is a place where the balcony of Juliet is there, and where you can sign, and maybe, who knows, one day you go back. You are going to stay in a building that is just for us. We are going to rent the entire building. It's just renovated, beautiful, very well equipped. You are going to have rooms for 2-3 people in one room. Girls will be separate from the boys. I'm so sorry, but but you are going to be anyway in the same building, the same facility, so not too far. And we are going to have studio there. We are going to have our lectures. We are going to have all the meetings, and the faculty will stay just a couple of blocks away from you. We are going to go, one of the highlights of Verona is the opera season in summer. We have a big Colosseum that is competing with actually the Rome Colosseum. The best part of that Colosseum compared to the Rome Colosseum is that it's actually used, and we have a very, very good opera season, but also modern pop rock concerts of any kind. So it's part of the city. And this is one couple of images about what you can see. As I say, Verona, the beauty of Verona is that it's a pedestrian city. You walk in the city, and you really enjoy the life of being outside and really be in contact with the culture and with the atmosphere of the Italian people, including the Italian people. That's some images of Verona. We have a river, very important, will be very important for your project because the site will be a riverfront project. So the historical context and the waterfront will be two strong elements of your composition. The Roman presence is everywhere, every single corner, every single stone. It's a stone city made of stone. The stone is the most used material for buildings, streets, infrastructures, urban elements. Carlo Scarpa in Castelvecchio. As you know, we have several architects, especially, I would say, in America, we have Peter Eisenman that actually studied a lot Carlo Scarpa. And in 2004, he was actually invited to design an installation in the court, in the garden that is in front of the entrance of Carlo Scarpa renovation. And he was actually measuring the relationship between the interior of Castelvecchio and the partition of Castelvecchio that is made of several rooms in a sequence visually but also architecturally, and he was dealing with that within his installation that was actually part of the Venice Biennale, which is an important exhibition, international exhibition, in 2004. And this is really a building that I love and has a lot of resonances architecturally. The bank, again from Carlo Scarpa, where we are going to study the use of materials, the detailing, the crafting of dealing with materials. Other images of several piazzas. We have a lake just 40 minutes from Verona, Garda, Lago di Garda, where you can swim and really spend maybe a day, if we give you a day off. Let's see.
No, we'll see.
It depends how good you are. Of course, food in Italy is everything, right? And I know you associate the Italian food with pizza, cappuccino, and lasagna, and pasta. Well, we have much more than that. And will be also an interesting exploration through the food as part of the everyday life and how we enjoy actually in having some time off to eat, sit down and relax for an hour and enjoy something that is actually tasting very, very good. We go, in summer, we decided to have a new entry, which is Milan, because you are very lucky. We are going to have the opening of the Expo, where design is very important, where we have also Fuxas with this beautiful building, the new trade fair. We are going to see this structure. And the Expo as a big, big, big event that is involving all the world. Every country will exhibit. This is the master plan will exhibit with a pavilion the culture and the presence of each country will be represented there. That's the American pavilion, the rendering. Actually, it's about food. That's incredible. And green walls. So we are going into nature as part of our future. This is the Pavilion Italia from Nemesi Architects, which is an Italian firm. We will go to Venice, and maybe Michael, you want to join?
Yes, we will definitely go to Venice, which is super exciting. Venice, like Verona, is in the Veneto region, and it's also a totally pedestrian city, right? It's a series of islands. It's a World Heritage Center also, because it's slowly sinking, so we got to get there quickly before it goes. And so you can see this image here of the Grand Canal. What's great about traveling to Venice is you're always on the water. The taxis are water taxis. You get in gondola rides, all these great things. It's a city of San Marco, right? The piazza, which has the Campanile. It's a huge tourist attraction. There's always a lot of events going on during the day and nighttime at this Piazza. The great thing about Venice is just the proximity to the water, but it also has a lot of different culture, especially glass blowing. So the island of Murano, which is just a taxi ride away, right, on the boat, you can go and see how glass is blown, how glass is made, and have time to walk around in Murano, if we give you time. I'm kidding. To go and look at different types of beads or types of structures that they make out of glass. And of course, you have to get on the water. Gondola rides are always fun. Calatrava has also created a bridge there, which y'all have seen in construction. Which is also nice to see. It's a pedestrian bridge. So not only are there historic bridges, but there's also modern installations within Venice. And you can see here just the kind of layers of the city. We're from boats to gondolas to water taxis. It's an amazing city to be a part of, a great energy within it. These are just some more images of how they get super, super narrow. It's amazing how they can navigate too. These gondoliers, they got driving skills I've never had. You can also see here just the general sense or scale of the city, which starts to be really nice. And then looking back again at San Marco and Doge's Palace. So there's a lot of historical things to see, a lot of museums, not just glass, but historical components. You can see kind of nighttime, a little bit of a different vibe also within it. It's definitely not as crowded. They have a lot of tourists during the day, but not as many at night. And then you start to have, again, more types of glass museums. Oh, it's the Art Biennale this year. So last year was the Architecture Biennale. The Biennale is a huge event. The Art Biennale has been going on for, I don't know, many, many years. And so they alternate. This year is the Art Biennale. And what's great about Venice is the Biennale serves up a lot of different artwork, and it has installations and pavilions that were designed by Sverre Fehn, by, this is Scarpa, and then you have Alto also, who's designed buildings within this pavilion. Scarpa has a lot of different images or buildings as well, the Olivetti. So there's some nice modern, nice history all together. And the Lido, which is a beach.
We will go.
We will go to the beach.
So take your bikini, right?
Right. So these are just different images of Venice, and also train rides. We're going to travel a whole lot with them.
A lot by train.
Which is awesome, and train travel is really amazing. It's there's all kinds of fun things to do. We also go to Florence. I feel like I'm speeding up now. We also go to Florence. There's a lot of history there as well, the Duomo, and seeing the cityscape within there. Gelato, which is amazing. It's my second favorite thing to espresso. And
actually, you can combine and espresso.
I pour it on top,
Absolutely.
right? Just 14 or 15 a day. They're quick. So looking at different urban fabrics within all of these types of historic cities. Italy has so much to offer within that, from history to Scarpa to modern to all these different conditions. The Duomo in Florence, which you can climb up real high. Italians love
the
to send you way
Brunelleschi
up.
cupola, right?
Right.
That's part of the Duomo.
Okay.
Well, Munich, then we will go for a few days in Munich, which is really, really an incredible trip, because if we see a lot of history in Italy, we are going to see a lot of contemporary architecture in Germany. Like, for example, the Olympic Stadium from Frei Otto in 1972 with these incredible tensile structures, or the Kop Himmelblau BMW. You will see a selection of BMW cars, especially the latest models. That's quite interesting. Or Herzog de Meuron, the Galleria in the center of Munich. And actually we overlap every summer with a group of students from UT Austin, the architecture school, that are also at the same time there. And it's kind of interesting to share the two groups' experiences. Sauerbrücken, this is a museum, contemporary art museum. Probably you know this is like ceramic, colorful. Probably you study this building in construction or president studies for your studio. Again, Frei Otto, again, Koper Himmelblau. Koper Himmelblau actually has two important buildings, and they are completely different. The level of detailing, it doesn't look the same. Architect is interesting when to compare the BMW big showroom and the art school from Kop Himmelblau, the same architect, two completely approaches. So we are going to study that. Sketch time, very important. You need to sketch a lot. That's required. But we have a big thing that I am apologizing with all the other programs, all right? Because I think there is no competition here, because as the new entry this year, we are going to go to Maranello. Maranello, yoo-hoo! That's Ferrari, right? Who is Ferrari? Do you know? Yes? We are going to have a glimpse of the museum and the factory of Ferrari, and we are going to visit.
But only we're allowed to test drive, so watch out.
This is a Future System is the architect from Czech Republic. And we are going to see this building also. So we are looking forward to have you with us in Verona. We are going to have more to say and explain, and the studio life especially, and how the studio will be organized on Wednesday after studio at 4:30. Thank you.